All right, if you can do this mean value problem, I think you're ready for mean value questions on the exam. So basically you can see the question here. The mean value theorem in general just states that, like, let's say you're going 100 kilometers, yeah, and it takes you 2 hours. So in 2 hours, you travel 100 kilometers. The mean value theorem states that at some point in that 2 hours, you were going 50 kilometers an hour. You had to go 50 kilometers an hour, at least for an instant. Otherwise, there's no possible way you can travel the 100 kilometers in 2 hours. So there's a formal way of stating that mean value theorem, but we're not going to go through that now. So you have Alice and Bob, they're two runners. They're racing against each other, and Alice wins the race. And then you're supposed to use the mean value theorem to rigorously prove that there's a time where the velocity of Alice is strictly greater than the velocity of Bob. So you can pause and try and do this with the mean value theorem. I'm going to kind of give you some tips as to how to do that question. And the key is the mean value theorem only deals with one function. So as you work through this, you might come into difficulties because you're like, crap, what's the actual function that I'm using? And you might think that like Alice's time is the final time and Bob's time is the starting time or something, and try and squeeze that, try and force those two factors into the mean value theorem itself. But the key is you got to come up with this extra function, this h of t function, which is the difference between the position of Alice and the position of Bob. And that's really the crux of it. And so you use that to work through it. That's the hint. There's only 3 minutes, so we don't have time to go through an entire proof like this. But once you have that starting point, it's much, much more manageable. So that's the key. So see if you can work through it on your own with that hint. And if not, then you might need some help on mean value theorem. So what you can do is, this is Math 140 in McGill. So all the lessons are free. So what you can do, let me scroll to the top here. Yeah, so from the homepage, you just go to Math 140, and then in the outline, you just go down to mean value theorem. This has every topic in the course. I think I just saw it there. Intermediate value theorem. Oh, then it's probably right here somewhere. I've lost it. Here it is, mean value theorem. So you click on the thing you want, and then you can go to the lesson. And in the lesson, you're going to see exam relevance. You're going to see all the past exams that it appeared on. These are mock exams. And then you're going to see a full lesson here that explains everything about mean value theorem that you need. And it looks much better on desktop, but this is on mobile too. So yeah, that's everything you need.